Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. This is the first conversation of this segment. My good name is Brian Sanko. Find us on socials at Y254 channel. The hashtag is Y in the morning now as the cryptocurrency world continues to take center stage in Kenya. How many youth are venturing into it? And of course, if you want to actually be among the space or among the people that want to trade and even look at the markets, what exactly does it entail? And can you trade? Can you have digital assets? Can you be rich and wealthy via cryptocurrency? That and much more is what we're going to delve into. And today I'll be engaging Jerry Bogonko, aka or alias JBO. He's a cryptocurrency entrepreneur and plus many other things he does in that space. He's right here with us. Good morning, Jerry. Great to meet you.
Good morning. Nice to meet you as well.
Karibu sana. And welcome back to Kenya because ulikuwa maju.
Thank you very much.
All right, so for people who are watching you for the first time on this morning show and they have no idea what you do, please, in brief, describe to them what you do.
My name is Jerry Bogonko, as you introduced very well. I'm an entrepreneur who specifies in crypto. So I'm a crypto investor, crypto trader, and I do business around the crypto space. And yes, that's basically it.
Right. So
now.
Wow. So what exactly is this world of cryptocurrency? Because the first thing for a person who has not maybe researched or even read about it, it could be, I'm thinking of Bitcoin or I'm thinking of Binance and whatnot. But in my reading of it, it has a lot to do with blockchain technology and so much more that happens into the trading dealings of it here. So please take us through the world of cryptocurrency and what happens in there.
So you mentioned blockchain technology. So blockchain technology is basically the technology that allows cryptocurrencies to function.
Yeah.
It is the one that facilitates and governs how everything operates, because the cryptocurrency is basically digital money or digital assets that operate without a third party controlling and facilitating everything else.
Like the transactions here?
Yeah. So it was basically it was basically started with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created to be a peer-to-peer cash system where I can send money directly to you without a third party being involved.
Yeah. So Bitcoin is a currency?
Bitcoin is a currency, it's an asset, but it has really evolved in a way that, I don't know how to put this, but you can actually decide what you want to use Bitcoin for. To some people it's an asset, to some people it's a currency, to some people it's just a way to store value online. Right. So some people use it to transfer value, other people use it to store their value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who can venture into this world of cryptocurrency? Because I'm remembering this, was it WorldCoin? Is it part of the same blockchain technology?
Same. All of it is the same
business, yeah? So who specifically can venture into the cryptocurrency world and get to benefit from it? And how do they start if they were to seek, I'd say, your expertise, opinion, or even your help and guidance to start the journey of cryptocurrency?
Now, the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency is that it's quite different from other industries. Other industries may have some form of discrimination, even if it's light, and not even like, let's say, negative discrimination. You know, maybe sometimes investing in stocks in Japan may be difficult for a Kenyan to invest in. Maybe they want to invest in this Japanese company. It might be not as easy, although nowadays technology is making it easier. So crypto is open for everybody. Right. You could be, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're rich, whether you're poor. Right. Every single person has access to the cryptocurrency space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I remember speaking to, I think who was a forex trader right here, and they were telling me about a broker. So if for a newbie who has no information or has no idea exactly about cryptocurrency, do they need to approach a broker, or is there a site? What is the journey of a starter who wants to venture into cryptocurrency? Because you're also mentioning things like trading, exchanging, and even buying and having these digital assets. And what are they? Yeah.
All right. Brokers are more common with the forex markets, forex traders, and all those people. Crypto, you do not need a broker. What we use exchanges. So exchanges are platforms where now people get to buy their first cryptocurrencies. And there are many good exchanges out there. I don't know if you want me to name a couple of them.
Please, because we're here as students. So educators, yeah.
Okay. There's Binance, which is the biggest exchange in the world. So somebody could start by even buying crypto with their first few Kenya shillings. as low as 1,000 shillings, 500 shillings, you can own cryptocurrency through platforms like Binance.
Yeah.
There is Binance, there is Bybit, there is, which other ones should I mention? You know?
Is it Ethereum?
No.
Ethereum is a form of...
Ethereum is another digital asset.
It's a digital asset, yeah?
So what I've just mentioned now are platforms which you use to buy cryptocurrencies.
Oh, these are platforms, yeah.
Exactly.
Right, but now Ethereums and the Litecoins and the Bitcoins are now
that
currencies.
is now the assets.
Yes.
Yes.
The assets,
yes.
Yeah? Okay.
So
I think
Bitcoin,
that's the
Ethereum, WorldCoin,
Litecoin,
Litecoin,
right.
you know, Dogecoin. I'm sure people have heard about it.
For Elon and Trump, yeah.
Those ones, yeah. So those are the ones now which are the assets. Now the platforms to buy them are the Binance. There is Bybit. There is MEXC. There is many different platforms where you can actually get started. There is KuCoin, there is Kraken. So there's many legitimate exchanges where people can actually buy cryptocurrency. So that's the first step for most people to buy cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good question because many people tend to not know that. Yeah. And they end up in the wrong hands, in the wrong places.
Because even with the forex trading, unasikia nilimpea 10k sijui anitradie, and then after hapo hata hayuko Kenya, hata your account exists, you know.
Exactly, and that's why I don't recommend people to look for such people to trade for them. If you really want to trade or learn how to invest and all that, invest in education and learn how to do it yourself. And don't rely on some random human being who you haven't confirmed who they are, some random page online.
Some dingy website.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, if a person is seeking your help to be a cryptocurrency enthusiast or even a trader, do they need like physical cash, or they need money in a stored wallet, or they need a digital wallet? So how does the trading process happen if you are to take us from the start to the beginning?
Okay.
Yes.
So the first step is you need your Kenya shillings. You understand? Or your US dollar. We call it fiat currency. So you have your money at hand, which is a very important step because many people tend to want to enter crypto without capital. You must have something. And I always say the more you win outside of crypto, the more you win inside crypto.
Right.
That means the larger the capital you have, the more also you'll make in the cryptocurrency space.
So let's say $500 against $10,000.
The person with $10,000 obviously has a head start over the person who has $500.
In what sense? Because they are likely to reap big, or?
Let's put it like this. If a particular asset grows by, let's say, 500%, which is common in the cryptocurrency space. If I invested $500 in that asset that has grown 500%, how much do I have? That's about $2,500.
Right.
If I invested $10,000 in that same asset, I now have $50,000. So you can see that person, in terms of numbers, they've made more numbers simply because they had a bigger amount to start with. Yeah. You understand? So it's important. It's important to, capital is important. Right. You can still start with any amount, even $10, it's possible. But as I said, the more you win outside of crypto, that will translate to how much you win in crypto. Yeah. So the first step is fiat. You have to have your money, cash. Right. Step 2 is now choosing an exchange that is comfortable for you, that you find easy to use. Yeah. Like the ones I mentioned earlier. So find an exchange, it could be Binance, it could be Bybit, it could be whichever exchange. You start now by transferring your fiat into that platform. Yeah. You know, by buying, let's say, you could buy Bitcoin directly with your cash, or you can buy stable coins. So stable coins are now digital assets which are pegged to some fiat currency. The one which is mostly used is the US dollar. So people know about stable coins like USDT, USDC, and all that. So you change your cash into a stable coin or into Bitcoin directly, or the top cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Solana. Then now from there, you're practically in. Now you can decide whether you want to buy and hold for the long term. Some people want to just buy and hold it, you know. Over time, cryptocurrencies grow exponentially. Or you could decide to trade it if you want. So that's now up to you.
That's interesting. It really sounds amazing. So does that mean there's an account involved for a starter? Because, like, for example, if I want you to get me into that world, does it mean that you'll have to create for me some sort of like a profile, a trading account with, you know, my description, and then there's a digital wallet there, and then I can, please?
Yes. Everything has an account in this world. I think nowadays in the digital world, as long as you're online, everything has an account.
Yeah.
So you'll have an account in the exchange you're in. Your digital wallet, I wouldn't necessarily call it an account because you don't really put your email or your details. Again, digital wallet, you can have it without any details. You just download an app and then they give you a random code and you have access to your funds there. You can store your funds, you can send your funds, you can transfer your funds.
Yeah.
And so I think a cryptocurrency, anybody trying to enter crypto would need, number one, an account on an exchange.
Account of exchange.
And number two,
that has money, not just an empty account.
They should open an account. They should have the money, first of all. Then they should open an account on an exchange.
Right.
Then now number three, they should have a digital wallet.
Right.
Where now they can store their cash.
An account, and then digital wallet. So if, for a starter who's approaching you for that, it means you have to take through them all of that. It means, so for you, are you a broker or are you a prominent cryptocurrency trader, or are you a facilitator, or you're just a crypto expert?
I'm not a broker. I personally do my own investment, my own trades. And
so
also
you're
a
a trader in the cryptocurrency world?
I lean more towards the investing side,
so
but
you're more of an
also
investor.
a trader as well. So I'm an investor, I'm a trader,
Yeah.
and anybody who approaches me now, I have a platform where now I help people understand how it works. So I don't trade on behalf of people, I don't do that, I just show you how it's
give
done.
me 10K, I trade on your behalf by 12 a.m. and takuwa na $500,000.
And that's how guys get scammed. So I don't want anybody's money, I just show you how to do it, but I don't want anybody's money. And
we'll get into scams later on. But now, you've mentioned the word investing. How do I arrive to this place where I'm now investing as a cryptocurrency trader? And what am I investing in? Because when you talk of investments, typically somebody would think, hey, kuna real estate, kuna kashamba kamulu, kuna nyumba nafani jenge, kuna, biz fulani nafani anze, right? That's typically the normal way a person would think. But then in the cryptocurrency world, how do you invest and in what exactly?
A very good question. So when all of us tend to look at investments, people invest in things that they believe that have value. Some people believe real estate have value. Other people do not really see the need of investing in real estate. Other people see stocks have value. Other people don't believe in that. So same thing in the cryptocurrency space. Somebody may see Bitcoin and they'll be like, okay, Bitcoin, it's a new system. It's something that's widely adopted. It is something that for the first time in human history, I can send value online without a third party being involved. They're like, that is something valuable. And over time, Bitcoin appreciates in value. So somebody could be like, okay, this asset has appreciated in value over the last 15 years. This is something, a place I'm comfortable in putting my money in. You understand? There are other assets that are not quite like Bitcoin. Ethereum is completely different from Bitcoin. Ethereum now deals with the financial, it is known as a hub for decentralized finance. So I don't think we'll dive deeper into decentralized finance, but it's basically a way where you can access financial services without the need of using institutions in a decentralized way. So Ethereum is a platform. A coin like Solana, I don't know if you've heard of Solana. Solana is also a particular technology that allows people to also have access to decentralized finance and things like that. So these are just digital assets.
Is Bitcoin still in the mix?
Yes.
Okay.
But
so Bitcoin and
all
the rest,
cryptocurrencies have different use cases, different utilities. So just like the way...
utilities, I think is
the word. Exactly. So just the same way I could be looking at companies if I want to invest in shares, stocks. I could be looking at different companies. Maybe I want to invest in KQ. Maybe I want to invest in Safaricom and things like that. Same thing to crypto.
It's possible to do that with crypto.
Crypto is actually technology that is being used. Many people believe crypto is just coins, just random coins on the internet, which is why many people think crypto is just gambling. But crypto is actually technology, and crypto was created to be used. In fact, it was created to be used, not to make you money. You understand?
So to facilitate a
exactly.
lot.
It's only the people who come in early who will make money because of the adoption, the network effect. Otherwise, crypto is created to be used. In the next 10 years, it will just be a widely used technology here and there. People will use it, and it will be normal,
And we are seeing actually, because I was reading an article where I think it led me to Donald Trump's and what he's doing, and then also companies that previously are accepting, I think, cryptocurrency, is it payments? And maybe we can talk about, before we get to payments, let's talk about markets, because you can't invest if you're not looking at the market or studying the markets, So how, as a cryptocurrency trader, how do you identify these markets? or trading markets so that you invest in, because you don't just invest blindly, of course. Yeah. So after you've ingratiated yourself into that world, how do you identify these markets that could possibly make you, I don't know if the goal is to make profit or to gain monetary value? And maybe you can also clarify that, because I know for starters you'll be like, hey, I have $500. If I can only just make 3,000, then I'd say I'm winning in the cryptocurrency world.
Definitely.
So is the goal to gain monetary value or to gain prominency and more networks and investments?
Everybody has different goals in the cryptocurrency space. But from my interaction with the space, I can confidently say that for most people, when they hear about cryptocurrency or when they get that interest, the first goal is to make money. As much as people may try covering that up and hiding it.
I'm just an investor.
I'm here for the tech. Many people always say, I'm here for the technology, I'm passionate. No. The first goal of everybody, including those who are in for the tech, is to make money, to make profit. So, so how do you see
how do you identify the opportunities? Investment markets in the cryptocurrency world.
The best way for somebody to start identifying opportunities in the cryptocurrency space is to understand how to avoid the negative things, the scams. You know, so once you understand how to avoid things which will scam you, then now you'll be able to open doors to finding new opportunities, because crypto is a new space, and it's very easy to get scammed in a space like this. You understand? So goal number one is to understand cryptocurrency scams. Once you understand that, then now you open doors for new opportunities. Now you understand what coins are legit, where to look for investments, how cryptocurrency investments should actually be like, and all that. So the first goal is understanding the negative side of things, the scams and all that, and the frauds. Once you understand that, then you've opened those for opportunities.
But then I'm looking at the risks in a sense that, because right here I think this website tried to talk about it's end-to-end encrypted, but then it doesn't have a regulator. You know, there's like, if you were to point out, like maybe for say Forex, at least most Forex traders or agencies, they have to, I believe, also seek approval from maybe the Capital Markets Authority, even have a license as well. Even they have to have, say, approval or let's say even a track record with banks and some of the transactions, so that also the bank has a follow-up. But then in this cryptocurrency world, there's nothing like that, and these trading activities are end-to-end encrypted. Does that make it not dangerous for anyone to manipulate the market and even do something sinister, or even get over into somebody's account and do something dubiously?
That's true. That is a risk that is there. Risks are common in the market, but that's a risk that's there, that's true. Crypto is not as regulated as Forex, number one. However, the regulation is coming very fast. If you're seeing some countries abroad, many of them have already regulated the markets, how the trading operates. Some countries need exchanges to actually get the licenses, the same licenses that Forex brokers have. So it's coming quite fast. It will also come here in the African countries as well. I don't think it is fully regulated, per se. And the risk of that is obviously now what you mentioned, things like hackers or not being able to get compensated for loss and things like that. And let me not say loss, but let me say more of scamming and all that. Right now in the country, if somebody scams you, it's very difficult to go to authorities, because cryptocurrency is not really a fully regulated space right now. However, for someone like me and for anybody who has some sort of entrepreneurial blood and things like that, I believe the best opportunity is right now before the regulation comes.
Because there's actually a move, I think there's a motion in Parliament to have either the government to follow up on transactions and also seek licensing for cryptocurrency traders. I think it's something that was tabled in Senate or Parliament either at some point.
Very true.
Because they feel like it could be facilitating even things like finance, terrorism, or somebody just hiding. Because we've even had stories with Forex traders that you say, alitrade akapata 40 million in the same Friday, and then wakaenda sijui wapi wakaspend saizi hana hata 1K. I'm like, bro, what is this? How did this even happen? You got 40 million on Friday, and you withdrew the money, all of it, and what bank? That that tells you something about, regulation and security. And I see maybe why authorities are concerned about regulation and trying
Number
to
one,
find out. Yeah.
don't believe everything you hear online. That's what I'd say.
But would you be comfortable if the government tried to infiltrate and to see and monitor, how much are you making? I think they also wanted to introduce taxes for the transactions of, made in that cryptocurrency world. Yeah.
When it comes to cryptocurrency, it depends also on how you store your assets. There's a way on how you can store your assets where it's going to be very difficult for government to even see what you have. Do you understand?
Aren't you not giving them a secret?
Even if they know the secret, they're not going to they're not going to get there yet.
Yeah. But I think the gag is nobody owns that space. You go and say, oh, it's Jerry Bogonko, so I'm coming for you. Yeah. I think that is the dilemma about that space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no office where you'll go say, hey, tumeapa NIS to investigate
that's the beautiful thing about crypto.
Yeah.
That is why crypto was created, for it to be decentralized. There is weakness in so many centralized platforms, Yeah. If something was to happen to in the US, for example, or even in Kenya, for example, you see how it can even affect the economy, per se. Nothing. Bitcoin doesn't have a centralized entity. You can't bomb, you can't go destroy a particular place and say Bitcoin is gone, because there's no centralized entity. You understand? Yeah. And that is the strength of cryptocurrency, that it is decentralized. It's all over. You understand?
Right. Yeah. And speaking of decentralized, are there companies that are now fully embracing, let's say, blockchain technology to facilitate, let's say, payments or trade or even exchange of assets that you can possibly remember and you can say, hey, check out or even read an article?
So many.
And they could be possibly maybe international or multinational.
Not even multinational. Yesterday I went to CBD. There's a shop there where they sell phones. You can buy your phone with Bitcoin.
Right.
And Ethereum. CBD. So I just here in Nairobi town. There's KFC in some countries abroad. There is some hotels accept payment in Bitcoin. From 2026, the Emirates, the airline, is going to accept Bitcoin as payments.
Payments,
So it's happening.
There's even health insurance companies that are accepting.
So I believe if anybody decides to, or if anybody wants to accept cryptocurrency in their business, it's going to really give them a head start and also boost their business. It's something I believe people should actually consider for their businesses, and many are actually doing so. Here in CBD, there are many. There's I think a spa in Ngong called Healthland Spa. They accept Bitcoin. They were interviewed, I think, sometime on news I saw. There's a hotel, although it's closed down, a restaurant. It was in Nyeri. It used to accept Bitcoin. So you could go there and pay for nyama choma with your Bitcoin. You know?
That's interesting.
So there's so many establishments that can pay with Bitcoin. I think I also show it a lot on my social pages, where you can go and just spend Bitcoin and all that stuff.
And that is, the currency is in dollars, right?
No,
if
it's in Bitcoin. You spend Bitcoin directly.
Yeah, but if you were to withdraw it and maybe have it, like they say, in a how do we call M-Pesa? Is M-Pesa a digital market?
Now, many people many people like comparing M-Pesa and Bitcoin. But that is not. They are not anywhere. They're not similar at all.
Yes.
M-Pesa is more of a digital wallet. It is not a digital currency.
Yes.
Bitcoin in itself is digital.
It's a digital currency.
In itself, like it's digital in itself. But M-Pesa is a digital wallet that stores Kenya shillings. You understand?
Yes, the fiat currency now.
Yeah, so when you pay with M-Pesa, it's like me saying I am paying with Trust Wallet. There's a wallet in crypto called Trust Wallet, for example. I am paying through Trust Wallet. You understand? I am paying through M-Pesa. So M-Pesa is a digital wallet, not a digital currency. The best comparison for something like a digital currency, which I think would hit closer to home, is Bonga points. You can't touch a Bonga point. You can't see a Bonga point. You can't feel a Bonga point, but you can spend it and buy some few things here and there. You understand? Airtime.
Or win something.
Whatever it is. But now cryptocurrency, you can do a lot more with them. But you cannot withdraw a Bonga point like this. You understand? That is Bitcoin. That is Ethereum and the digital assets. So you cannot compare M-Pesa and Bitcoin. That's wrong.
Now it's clear. I believe it's understood. Now, for someone who has mastered the cryptocurrency market for investment, are there maybe like peak peak season or peak time, or also there when market trends are fluctuating, and maybe this is not the right time to make the decision of investment, or also to, I don't know if you can withdraw your assets as well. Please, you can clarify on that one.
Yes.
And there's an interesting word as well, a vocabulary used, the bull market, yeah? And please let our viewers know.
Number one, yes, you can withdraw your assets, and you should be able to withdraw your assets as soon as you deposit them. You understand?
As soon as you deposit.
As soon as you deposit, you should be capable of withdrawing. You can play around with it left, right, center. So if anybody is telling you need 48 hours to withdraw, or you need to add this amount of money so you can withdraw, that's already a scammer. You understand?
Okay.
I mean, many guys can fall for such things. It's very subtle things that can make people lose money. Yeah?
Yeah.
But yes, you should be able to withdraw as soon as you deposit, number one.
Yeah.
Now, are there peak times for cryptocurrency investments? Yes. And now this is going to be, it's going to confuse a bunch of people. But many people tend to invest when things are good, when the market is green, when everything is going well. That's known as a bull market.
Okay.
So a bull market is when everything is green, everyone is just in profits, everybody is winning. That's a bull market. That is when anybody who is new gets interested in the cryptocurrency space and wants now to put in the money because everybody is making money. You understand?
Yeah.
That is not the peak time to invest. You
Oh,
understand?
at the bull market season?
It is not the peak time to invest.
Okay,
The
what is
peak time to invest is a market known as the bear market.
Oh, bear market.
So there's a bull market and a bear market. A bear market is the exact opposite of a bull market. So where, as I've just explained, the bull market is where everybody is making money, everybody is winning. A bear market is the opposite now. Everything is going down, everything is crashing.
Fluctuation.
The market is boring. No fluctuation, the market is just crashing, just going down, everything is boring. And that period, nobody is even interested in cryptocurrency. That is not the peak time to buy and the peak time to invest. Because, as Warren Buffett puts it, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. Basically, buy low, sell high. You understand? So when you buy when things are low, when eventually it gets higher, you make a lot of money. You understand?
Yeah.
Markets go up and down. So it makes more sense to buy when it's down and then enjoy your money when it's up. But most people now psychologically see that the market is going up. Let me get in now before it goes up further. That's the wrong time to invest. So the peak time to invest in the cryptocurrency market is in a bear market. In a bull market is the peak time now to enjoy your money and try to maybe withdraw or, do such kind of things.
Yeah.
Maybe also to add on, in a bull market, maybe now, in terms of if you're building a business in cryptocurrency or growing your career in cryptocurrency or you're trying to grow your networks in the space, then a bull market is a good time to do that because there's a lot of noise in the industry and hype and all that, so you can be able to meet with people. There's a lot of events happening around the world and all that. But when it comes to investing, bear market is peak. Now, trading is different. Trading a bull market is very good for you because of the fluctuations now. A bull market is when there's a lot of volumes and money coming into the market, and that's good for a trader. So it depends also on you as a person. What do you want to do in the space? Yeah. In the long run.
So for you now, how do you usually navigate let's say, the bull market and the bear market?
Exactly how I said it. There's different strategies. So if you have a lump sum investment, you put it in the bear market. You understand? Keep some capital aside. Then now, for the bull market, that extra capital, trade it. You make some daily profits, weekly profits, monthly profits, which you can use for day-to-day if you want, or even to accumulate your own capital and all that, So that's the best approach.
Yeah. Is there entry level for starters in terms of capacity, beg your pardon, in terms of capacity to, say, invest and also withdraw the digital assets? Yeah. Is there entry-level point? Because I believe even like in career, there's entry point, and then you become an intermediary or an intermediate, and then you're now expert. Yeah. Are there levels as well in terms of trading and withdrawal of assets and accumulation as well, and even profits?
Yes, there are levels, but it's not like a school where you get certificates, diploma, bachelor's, or whatever it is. It's just maybe unspoken. You'll know whether you're a beginner or whether you're intermediate, whether you're an expert. I can tell from how someone talks. Because there's some people out here who could talk about cryptocurrencies, but they're not yet fully experts because they know a very tiny segment of crypto. There is so much in the cryptocurrency space that most people don't know about. I mean, here in Kenya, we are still wrapping our heads around Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So there's so much that is in the crypto space. if I can mention a few of them right now.
Yeah, please go ahead, yeah.
There's obviously there's Bitcoin, there is decentralized finance, DeFi, there is non-fungible tokens, NFTs, there is GameFi, which is game finance, there is things to do with metaverse and all that. So many things happen. You know, the blockchain technology has opened doors for so many innovations, but many people still do not know what's happening in the space.
Yeah. So for the Kenyan cryptocurrency, I'd say, posture or market, what are we staring at? Are we staring at, I'd say, a season where, let's say, if you give it till 2026, because you're saying by the time tutakuwa 2027, next election it can happen, literally every business will be having its cryptocurrency or cryptocurrency platform. Yeah.
That's too soon.
That's too soon?
That's too soon, yeah.
What makes it difficult to escalate its ingratiation in the market?
That's a very good question. So why cryptocurrency is taking long, let's say, to get adopted is simply because there's a barrier, you know. People are not yet understanding how this thing works. People are not making money from it yet. Like in masses, people have not yet adopted it.
Yeah.
So what happens is that the network effect has to take place. People have to now start benefiting from it somehow. So the more people benefit from it, the more the network effect grows, and the more now businesses will accept it, more guys will invest. We'll probably even have our own African market in terms of cryptos, you know. We don't have an African market, or rather, we don't have an African trading session.
Right.
We trade New York session, we trade Asian session, and all that.
Yeah.
So it just, there's a gap between people making money from this paper. Although what I'll say is, in Africa, it's scams which have come to really destroy the adoption of cryptocurrencies. Because back in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, we were actually quite up there as Africans in terms of making, in terms of crypto adoption. Nigeria was number 2, Kenya was about number 7.
Right.
I think South Africa was 3, 4, somewhere there. Then our scams just came in. Destroyed people's morale, and guys just see Bitcoin, they're like, yo Bitcoin, you know, yo kiti ya Bitcoin. So now they tend to avoid it.
And then now with the heat of Forex trading, the wave of Forex traders now. Yeah. Maybe also, I don't know if you're also privy to that world of Forex trading, because most of the bizarre stories you've heard is somebody got scammed because Ali traded you on their behalf, other than you being taught how to trade. So what would you advise it? Especially for a person who's watching it from afar, vile tu umesema, they'll be like, oh, your cryptocurrency ndio hiyo sasa ya maskama, yeah? So how would you advise them to, you know, remove themselves from that filter of, he hautascam you, it's you who's trading, and you have to also study. I believe there's a little bit of schooling and explanation before somebody, you know, takes on that journey.
Very true.
Yeah, so what would you tell them?
It's a good question. So the Forex and the crypto space has a lot of scammers, a lot actually. Very many. It's even easier to get scammed than to go there and win in the space.
Okay.
However, that shouldn't be a reason for you to...
With even a legit person like you?
With what?
Like, let's say a person like you who's been there for long. Can a person be scammed with a person who's already in the same space?
Yes, you can be scammed by somebody in the space as well.
Oh.
The guys who are in the space, but then they're like, you know, let me scam people. Why not? So it's very common for guys to scam, or guys to get scammed in the crypto space. But what I'd say is that should not stop you from looking into the space and venturing into it. Yeah. You understand? Crypto currently provides the biggest opportunity for wealth creation in the world today. Yeah. However, now, just because somebody is scamming people, or just because there is one scam, I don't believe that should be a reason for guys to not invest in the space. I mean, there's so many real estate scams in Nairobi, right? Like somebody could have sold, somebody could have given you a fake title deed to some land. Does that mean land is a scam? No. I don't think so. Somebody could have sold you a fake title deed or land which doesn't exist. Does that mean now that land is a scam? Does it
the whole trade?
Does that mean that land is a scam? It doesn't. So, same thing with crypto. And I won't talk much about Forex. I'll talk about crypto since that's my experience. With crypto, yes, there's scammers in the crypto space. However, that does not make the industry a horrible industry. In fact, it's still, people should not use that and now avoid the cryptocurrency space, because they're missing one of the biggest opportunities that has ever existed in any lifetime that has ever existed ever.
Right.
Exactly.
It's like using one traumatizing experience to summarize everyone who is in that space. Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's consciousness and education that needs to be, information that needs to be put across board. Yeah. In terms of that space, there's an interesting article here. That's what I was trying to focus on. So it says it's giving actually. It says it's on Citizen website. It says back in 2022, chain analysis ranked Kenya 19th globally for crypto adoption. And that was just the beginning. So they talked about Bitcoin and mobile money also evolving side by side, sometimes in sync, other times in friction, but always driving innovation. So they're actually trying to break down at $84,500 for a single Bitcoin by mid-March in 2025. Isn't just some random number flashing on screen. After hitting $76,000 back in November 2024, skeptics started coming out of the woodwork again, saying it will crash one day, it will crash one day. So it means there's uncertainty of market trading points.
No, it's just people are.
Because this one is pointing, it's alluding to Bitcoin though.
It's just that people are not, or rather people are not aware of how markets move. Markets are not, like, they don't move in a straight line.
Yeah,
nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. Right. Markets go like this. They go up, down, up, down. Okay. So every time Bitcoin goes like this, guys are very happy. They're like, we're all going to be rich. It comes on like this, Bitcoin is crashed. It's dead forever. Yeah. Bitcoin has died over 100 times since it was created. Every time Bitcoin crashes, it has died. Yeah. This person said Bitcoin would crash to $70,000. Is that crashing?
I think that's gaining.
Six years ago, Bitcoin being at $70,000 would be like a dream. But now, if Bitcoin moves from where it is today and goes to $70,000, people will be like, Bitcoin has crashed, Bitcoin is over. So it's just how markets move. Markets go up, markets go down. People should actually understand that markets are volatile. And cryptocurrency is actually the most volatile market we have today. Okay. And in my opinion, I believe that is actually, it's a strength. The volatility is actually the strength of the market. Because that is where the money is made. You understand? When markets are like this, when markets are like this, there is not so much margins you will make. You buy a share at 142, it's 144, 143, nothing much you'll make. But Bitcoin, from the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, one Bitcoin was $15,000. Right now, one is about $120,000. So somebody could have one single Bitcoin. So if somebody had 1.5 million to invest in Bitcoin or 2 million to invest in Bitcoin, today, 1 year down the line or 2 years down the line, you have about 15, now going to 20 million. In about 2 years, 1.5 years, 2 years. Now, because it's volatile, that's the strength of the volatility. You know, you have big swings up and also big swings down. Now, if you understand how markets work, when there's swings down, you buy. When there's swings up, you sell. Very simple.
And that's now the trading part of it. You know, I'm asking like just a 1-year-old for for a starter. They have this goal that nikiingia hii cryptocurrency ya Jerry nataka ni make tuseme ameingia hapo na $500 yeah. What is the probability of you making $5,000 with that same amount you used to trade as a starter? And also, let's say maybe let me also ask, what is the biggest amount somebody can make in terms of now, if you were to translate it into monetary figure that somebody can make in the cryptocurrency space?
I get this question a lot, especially from us here as Kenyans. If I invest this amount of money, how much will I make? That's not how it works. You understand? It depends on a lot of things. As an investor, when you come with an amount of money, it depends on when you've entered the market. It depends on how long you're willing to wait. It depends on all that. There's no such thing as a certain outcome. You cannot predict the future. I cannot tell you put in $500 and you'll make 5,000 next week or 5,000 next month or 5,000 next year.
But somebody will say, I want return on investments anyways.
Sure. You will get return on investments, but you cannot get precise or exact return on investments. And that's again how Kenyans get scammed. So if you go there and you start asking or you start inquiring for things like at exact returns, you're finished. You're going to be scammed already, you know, because it sounds good to the ear, but that's not how investments work. So you can't get a precise return on investments. High chances that's a scam. So remember your question again? I think you just slipped.
how, like, also, the other point was, I think you've explained the first one, how much can you make if you're investing with 500 and the possibility of you making 1,000, but you said it's not fixated.
It's not fixated, but you can.
But you can.
You can even make it in one day, or you can make it in a year. It just depends on the market conditions, depends on which asset you buy, depends on how you approach the market. Are you an investor, are you a trader? Depends on your level of skill, your level of risk management. If you're a trader, if you're an investor, you don't need those things. Just you let your money work for you. But if you're a trader, depends on your skill and all those things. Yeah. Exactly.
The biggest amount that
somebody can make?
Yeah.
Crypto has no limits.
Can go up to trillions.
Crypto has no limits. There are people who've invested $500 and they have Lamborghinis now. Yeah. There are people who've started with $100 and they have Ferraris. So there's no limit to how much you can make with crypto. Yeah. And again, that's the beauty of the current way the way it is right now. You see the way there is a lack of regulation, per se.
Yeah.
That's the time a lot of money is made. You understand? What happens is that innovation comes before, then the government comes and regulates.
Yeah.
You know? So before the government has regulated or the big institutions have come in, that is where the big money is made. Look at Bitcoin before it's right now Bitcoin, Wall Street is all over Bitcoin. It's at 120,000. It doesn't have as much growth as big a growth rate as it used to have back in 2010. 2010, guys, Bitcoin was $10, $15. People would just put in some money there. It has grown times 100, times 150. They go buy Lamborghinis or whatever it is, or they withdraw and they enjoy life. You understand? There was no regulation back then. But now there's regulation. So once now,
because of money terrorism. Yeah?
Exactly. So now that there is regulation, what regulation does is that it caps the loss. You understand? Without regulation, you can lose and you can win big. You can win big and you can lose big. That is how the market is without regulation. With regulation, it now protects you. It protects you from a lot of losses. Like it keeps you a bit safer, but also it caps the amount of money you'll make. It also reduces how much money you make. So some people may feel comfortable in a regulated environment where it's safe over here, but also there's limited upside to a regulated market. But crypto without regulation, it's open. Everything is there, so
anyone can enter.
It's also unlimited. The returns are unlimited.
So it's infinite.
But also the losses could be deep if you don't know what you're doing.
Okay. Would you recommend for policy frameworks of regulation?
Definitely. Yeah, I would.
I'm scared.
Why?
Because you know, as a person who's been in that space for long, I'm sure you'll be like, stakiwa kujaanza kujua, because now if they start tracking your transactions and your activities, it means you're on record. And for example, like somebody who's made just $10 million right now, randomly you make $10 million and you withdraw it, meaning that you'll have to link at least with let's say a private or even independent financial institution, and that could go as far as a bank or any of the banks we have, even if it's international. Because I know people who are here, but they have money in other places, offshore accounts here. Isn't that posing as a...
I said yes.
But also now with the issue of data, before I forget as well, I believe that can also enable to track data and regulate who is doing this, who is not doing this, and just streamlining everything.
So I said yes, not for me personally. Me personally, I like it without regulations. But
you're
regulations,
you're advocating for it.
Just for the average person to feel comfortable investing in crypto. For them, you understand?
Yes.
Because when people are scared because of that lack of regulation, I believe if somebody wants to make money from the crypto space, the best time to do it is before institutions come in. Once institutions come in, the returns now have almost disappeared. So for me, I'd say the environment crypto is at right now, I like it. I enjoy the way the cryptocurrency space is right now because there's unlimited potential. When institutions come in, the potential becomes limited. You understand?
Okay.
That's why personally for me, I like the environment crypto is at today, the way it's free right now.
Okay.
Now, the way what you mentioned is not really what I'd advocate for. By regulation, I just mean like putting up framework for keeping investors safe, keeping platforms safe, reducing fraud. I'm not for team looking at people's accounts, controlling all those things. No.
Yeah.
Just simple framework.
That's what on this other side they said. Nataka tujue huwezi tu make $4 million US
No, that I don't
when
agree
the
with.
evil scot free.
That I don't agree
Lazima
with.
tukuwe na pesa zetu hapo.
That I don't agree with.
La kwenda huko kwa sha. But yeah,
Mm.
so I'm being summoned. Our time is up. What else have I not asked in the world of cryptocurrency? But then I remembered lastly, I was seeing and reading about Donald Trump and the Bitcoin. Was it the crypto arena or the Bitcoin? Because he has his coin, right? I've forgotten the name of the coin. I mean, it's the Donald coin or something. And
I think you're talking about the meme coin, Trump coin.
Yeah, the Trump coin.
Trump coin, yes.
Yeah, there was a party where this billionaire scam, and you know, it went like your entrance was you have the Trump coin, and I think maybe it was $1 million or more, depending on your level of hierarchy in the billionaire world. You know, now you're seeing such things, you know, take place in the world, and I can only imagine for the next Dangotes and the next, you know, Bill Gates.
It's all about positioning.
Yeah.
I just tell guys position yourselves early enough, and you'll win in the crypto space.
Right.
And right now you're still early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you offering any training sessions or classes or maybe any projects that you can inform the Gen Zs and how they can get hold of you, please? Because on your social media, you do short form videos explaining to people how the cryptocurrency world works. Please tell them where they can get hold of you. This is your camera.
Yes. So I have a platform where I educate people on crypto. It is www.thedigitalmoney.co. But the easiest way to get in touch and understand how you get assistance from me and my team is just contact me on Instagram. My platform is the real JBO, _real_JBO. Contact me there, and you'll be able now to get assistance when it comes to investing or trading in cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
And that's basically how I help guys in the space.
Okay. Does it have a number or an email somebody can contact?
A number, yes, you can contact my personal number. I have a WhatsApp group where it's a free WhatsApp channel where guys can attend, where guys can be part of, 0707 031 181. And that's where now guys
0707
031 181. Email is thedigitalmoneyceo@gmail.com.
Okay. That's what's up, period. So they know where to get hold of you. Watakusumbua the whole day.
Watanisumbua.
Yeah, the whole day. And that's it. So thank you so much, Jerry Bogonko, for sharing with us. I've just learned a lot. I'm a student, actually. And now that I'm your friend, you'll help me navigate through it, and I appreciate you.
No problem.
Yeah,
Great.
so thank you so much. We're going to take a very short break, and then we're going to be coming up with the next conversation. We're speaking to Dr. Samuel Murage. He's a brand, builder enthusiast. He helps you to build a reputable brand that can help you sell through the business market, entrepreneurship market, the corporate market, and so much more. So stick around for that conversation. We take a break. We come back in just a bit. Stay with us.